Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Just thought I'd make another video about my benzo, Z-drug and methadone cold turkey, which I did 15 or, well now it's nearly 16 months. It'll be 16 months in about a week's time that I came off these drugs, and it has not been easy at all. I was prescribed diazepam, clonazepam and the Z-drug Zopiclone at 30 milligrams of diazepam, 1 milligram of clonazepam, and 7.5 milligram, so 1 tablet of Zopiclone. And this Zopiclone was used to treat insomnia. I was on these drugs for 18 years, and I was on the methadone 80 milligram of liquid methadone for roughly 6 years. I stopped the 2 benzos and the Z drug along with the 80 milligram of methadone because I no longer wanted to be a slave to pharmaceutical medication, and I didn't want to taper them because I wanted to come off them cold turkey just to see if I can do it and see if I'm strong enough to actually do it, and I proved that I was. The first 3 months was the most difficult time because of chronic sleep deprivation. I was only getting somewhere in the region of 30 minutes sleep a night. This was combined with a feeling of sheer restlessness and agitation, which made it even more difficult to get through the long days. It was around month 4 I started to completely lose the plot, and as such was admitted into a psychiatric intensive care unit where I was sectioned under the Mental Health Act. At this time I had stopped taking my blood pressure medication and an antipsychotic to treat my schizophrenia. So the benzo, Z drug and methadone withdrawal cold turkey simply exacerbated the symptoms. When I was sectioned, I was frequently taking haloperidol, the antipsychotic which helped my restlessness to some extent, but I find aripiprazole, which is also called Abilify, has much less in the way of side effects. When the first 3 months had elapsed, my sleep started to very slowly come back to normal, well, a bit better I should say. I was getting about 2 hours sleep, sometimes 1 hour sleep a night, but it was very sporadic and never consistent, so that might have been down to the haloperidol antipsychotic. It made me sleep more, and it sort of helped my restlessness and agitation somewhat as well. Basically, months 6 to 12 were when I first noticed the most difference in how well I felt during the day, because my sleep had started to return more or less properly. It's properly started to come back. By 8 months off benzos, I was sometimes getting up to 5 hours sleep a night without waking up in between. Basically, between months 12 and 15, my sleep got a bit better, and now at 16 months off the benzo, Z drug, and 80 milligram of liquid methadone, I sometimes get 7 or 8 hours sleep a night without waking up, but it's more typically 6 or 7 hours. I've noticed I have much more energy than when I was on the benzos and the methadone and the Zopiclone, but the restlessness and agitation have only just started to diminish, and it has taken nearly 16 months in a week's time to get these to diminish to the point that I can actually deal with normal things. So yeah, it's been a brutal ride basically, coming off 2 benzos with Z drugs Zopiclone and 80 milligram of liquid methadone cold turkey. It's been a very rough ride, and I still shake a bit. I'm still very restless, agitation. I get agitated easily, and it's just difficult basically. But as long as I get some sleep at night, I'm always alright in the day. And I've got schizophrenia anyway, so if I go psychotic again, I don't want to end up sectioned, so I've got to deal with any stress that gets to me now. Any stress I have now, I just deal with and ignore, and know that pharmaceutical drugs are not the answer. Please note that I don't recommend cold turkey and benzos, because if you do this and you've got an addiction to benzos, then you really do run the risk of having seizures. So yeah, it's very dangerous to stop benzos cold turkey, and I really should have tapered, but if I had tapered, I'd probably still be on them now, slowly tapering away at the dose. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about the meds I've got off of. Please have a nice day, and thank you very much for watching this video. Cheers. Bye.